SR&BG in the time manipulators. I'm talking to one of my guys. We talking about how they manipulate time. They would have us living in 1935 right now. They would have us living in 1956 right now. Right now, they have us living in 1963. My guy, he broke it down. He broke it down. He's operating. His Cosmic Encyclopedia Britannica is activated. He's a genius. He's like a Steve Urkel. He broke it down. I was shocked. I'm going to break it down for you. But first, somebody asked me about this case. This Carmelo Anthony case. If you've been over here at SR&BG for a minute, you would already know about the tactics. Now, I really want to take up for the brother, but I don't know why the hell he was in the other guy's territory. This looks like a case of the kamikaze demon. Didn't I say that the kamikaze demon will come right up to you? Yeah, this is my brother. He looked like he could be my nephew. But I don't operate on these damn programs. I'm not on the family program. I'm not on the race program. I'm not on the male and female program. I am like water. I am just an observer. And what I observed is that the brother, he was carrying the kamikaze demon, man. He came right into this guy's territory. Why was you in this guy's territory? And why the hell did you have a knife? You came to cause pain, man. If you've been over here at SR&BG for a while, you know that I talk about the kamikaze demon. Look, right now, don't be a black guy. Don't be a white guy. Just be like water and observe it. Just look at it. Wasn't this the damn kamikaze demon? Didn't I say that the kamikaze demon will sit on your car? And when you come out there to ask them why they sitting on your car, they'll try to shoot you or fight you or something? Yeah, this looks like he my brother. Yeah, he looks like he's my nephew. But it also looks like he was carrying the kamikaze demon. I don't know why this had to happen to the white guy. I don't know. I don't know why. But I do know that the brother was carrying the kamikaze demon. Now, when I make these videos about the kamikaze demon and how dangerous it could be and how a small situation with these kamikaze demons could go, I want you to remember this case right here. This is the example. It's a track meet. It's a good day. Remember, track is ran. Track meets is on good, beautiful days. I ran track. In each school, they have their place, their territory, where they're set up. And all of a sudden, this brother is all up in their territory. I don't know if he lost a baton, if he lost a shot put. I don't know why he was over there, but he was over there. And this other guy, this white guy, he wanted to know why. Just like I would want to know why. In any masculine male, if you say you are alpha male, you would want to know why the hell is you over here. You hear what I'm saying? Do you understand? And he get poked up and he's no more. Just like that. Real quick. At the snap of a finger, man. Kamikaze demon. A lot of people got taken out like this, man. You hear what I'm saying? Don't be blinded by the race. Just look at the situation. Be like water. You know what I'm saying? Be neutral, man. Be neutral when you're looking at these cases, man. I'm not saying who good, who bad. I'm looking at it spiritually. This brother, he carried the kamikaze demon. And this white guy, he fell for it. This is what I talk about. Now let's get to the 1963, because I was talking to my guy, right? And he was telling me, he was like, what is 1954? What is it? Take away the date, take away the name, 1964, 1954, 1982. Take away the date and the numbers and the name. What is it? It's a series of events, right? So if somebody was to say, hey, what was 1963 to you? And they was asking somebody that was around in 1963, that person would say a series of events, right? Man, I love talking to smart people. I love talking. Look, surround yourself with people that's smarter than you, man. And they'll give you things to think about for a long time. Now check this out. It's a series of events, right? 1963. My guy, he said that we're living in 1963. And he also said that 1963 is just a series of events. So let's prove that we're living in 1963. All right? The first measles vaccine was licensed for public use in the United States in 1963, right? Right? We're talking about measles. In 1963, the measles vaccine, it came out. Well, guess what? Measles surge in the Southwest is now the largest single outbreak since 2000. Texas measles outbreak 2025. There's a measles outbreak. Now understand, over here at SR&BG, I have to prove it 3 times for it not to just be a coincidence. So this is one, right? In 1963, it was the measles vaccine. The measles vaccine came out in 2025. The measles it's a measles outbreak. I see it on the world news every damn night. I seen it last night. I seen it. They was talking about the measles outbreak, right? Okay, look, check this out real quick. Who was the president in 1963? John F. Kennedy was the president in 1963, right? The current head of health in the United States of America is Robert F. Kennedy. So this is 2. This is 2. The first one is the measles. The second one is there's a Kennedy in the White House. In 1963, there was a Kennedy in the White House. In 2025, there's a Kennedy in the White House. Remember, I was telling you how SpongeBob SquarePants and Good Burger is the same thing. It just looked different. This is the same thing. It's the same thing. It just looks different. So that's 2, right? This is a fun one. This one right here, this next one is a fun one. My guy had me laughing. I gave him a pat on the back when he said, who won the World Series in 1963? It was the LA Dodgers over the New York Yankees, right? Right now, as I speak, the LA Dodgers. Who won the World Series in 2024? The Los Angeles Dodgers won the World Series in 2024, and they beat the New York Yankees. Yeah, it's the same thing. As I speak right now, the Los Angeles Dodgers is the champions, and that's because they beat the New York Yankees. So that's 3. Okay, I done damn proved it. But I'm going to go a little bit further because this shit is fun, right? So look, let me see. What else did he say? Oh man, I think I erased it. Okay, look, in 1963, let me see if I remember it, right? Look, check this out. In 1963, let me see. When was the March on Washington and why? Yes, there was a march on Washington held on August 28, 1963. It was a massive demonstration with an estimated 250,000 people, and it was called the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. You hear what I'm saying? The march aimed to advocate for civil rights, including the right to employment, and to push for the passage of civil rights legislation. Damn. Legislation. Look, guess what happened a couple of days ago? Trump just issued an executive order against civil rights. We also hearing about the DEI marches. We also going back to this Carmelo and being stabbing the guy. You hear what I'm saying? Trump was talking about getting all of the brothers and the sisters out the military and stuff. This is the same thing that was being marched for. You hear what I'm saying? This is the same thing that was being marched for with Martin Luther King, the March on Washington. You hear what I'm saying? All of that DEI and civil rights and immigrants and all of that stuff that you're hearing right now, it was happening in 1963. We are living in 1963. That's 4 of them, right? That's 4 of them. That's the measles. That's the Kennedy and the damn White House. That's the damn New York Yankees and the Dodgers whooped on their ass. That's the civil rights and the DEI and the March on Washington and the Martin Luther King and I Have a Dream and all of that. That is 4. But there's one more. Remember, back in 1963, a president was no more. We lost the president in 1963. His name was John F. Kennedy. He was assassinated. They say it was a conspiracy and it's all types of stuff that surrounds that. I ain't going to get into that, but I know that in 1963, we lost the president, and I know that a couple of months ago, we lost Jimmy Carter, another president. That's 5 of them. Yeah. They be having us living up in 1963. They be having us living up in 1952. This is how people like Charles Kelly. I told y'all about Charles Kelly. He used to bet on the horses and he used to bet on baseball. This is how he used to win. This is how people like Charles Kelly win, because they know that these are the time manipulators. Yeah, SR&BG and the time manipulators. They know how to manipulate time. They like reenacting things that already happened because they can't create reality. So they have to just keep reacting and replaying reality. That's why they do the Harem Mabif. That's why they do the Revolutionary War and the Civil War and all of that. Every year they reenact it, man. That's why they reenact the Shakespeare and all of that, man, because they can't create reality. You hearing what I'm saying? All of this is fake. I'm showing you the Matrix. This is what I'm showing you right now. I'm showing you that it's a simulation and they manipulate the time. Right now, we're living in 1963. So whatever happened in 1963 will happen now, as I'm showing you. How can you deny it? I'm showing you. It's right in your face. And when I was first shown this, I was shocked, man. Let me tell you, the first time I was shown this, the first night, I mean, the person, Charles Kelly, when he was telling me this, I was kind of understanding what he was telling me until I stopped smoking weed for like 2 weeks, and then we talked one night. You hear what I'm saying? So one night, I go to Charles Kelly house, the white guy who was the leader of the KKK in Scottsdale, Arizona. He was the head of one of the chapters back in the days, right? An old rich white dude. And he was trying to tell me how they manipulate the time and how he bet on the horses because the horses have certain names. How he bet on the baseball because it all tells a story. Like I'm telling you right now. And I never was getting it, right? Until one day, I didn't smoke no weed and I went down there. Who the hell is that? Rachel Levine. Oh, I'm turning from that. That looked like a damn man. He telling me about it now. Now this day, oh my God, it's like I done took some a damn fistful of shrooms. You ever stop smoking weed and then start smoking it and was like, damn, like blowed, right? So now when he telling me, I could see it. I'm in the spirit. I could hear it. And I said, oh shit, man. I know exactly what you talking about. And I couldn't stop seeing it since that day. It's like they have us reliving time, man. This is so sick, man. You hear what I'm saying? Charles Kelly, one day, him and his wife, they was on a motorcycle. This is before I even knew him. They was on a motorcycle. He was the head of the KKK. He was super rich and he was balling and all of that. And he said he turned the corner. And I mean, he was in traffic and it was a red light and he turned, and then he said a truck was going like 80 miles per hour and just hit him and his wife. And he said that the last thing that he seen was the truck. And then it was like 3 weeks later, he said that his whole body was broken up, like damn near all of the bones in his body. His wife too. They was all broken up. And when I was talking to Charles Kelly, he had metal plates and things, and I'm talking about a guy who sold his soul and whatever you want to call it. A guy who had a lot of money, man. A guy who could see the Matrix. And he told me a piece of the Matrix. He let me peek into the Twilight Zone. And for anybody that's not ready for this type of stuff, it'll blow your mind, man, because this is just one video. I could go over video after video, but this right here is one of my guys who've peeked behind a veil and seen the Matrix. and seeing that we are living in 1963. I didn't know that we was living in 1963 because I stopped, I stopped observing this part of the Matrix on how they have us living in different years and stuff like that. I stopped observing it. You know what I'm saying? Because at first it'd be so fun to look at all of this stuff. You feel what I'm saying? But then, it just like a video game. It gets old and you get to other things. But every time somebody show me that they could see it, I'll be so amazed. Like, bro, you could really see it, man. You know that if you abuse your gifts, you could bet on the baseball games and stuff. You could bet on a lot of stuff, but we can't abuse our gifts. And Charles Kelly said that he don't abuse his gifts no more and all of that type of stuff, man.